Welcome to your Solar Sensei channel, where we give you the great tidbits that you probably needed and you didn't understand. Viewer discretion is advised, as my language might elevate to a level of uncertainty and indecency. God, viewer, just, you might not like the context of some of the things I might say. Like, leave a comment, subscribe, share, critique. I'd just like to hear from some of you guys. So you just press the buttons, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
And we back, right? Hello, welcome to your Solar Sensei channel. I am your Solar Sensei, here to give you great, wonderful tidbits and pieces of my personal thought process on the Boruto, Naruto Next Generation, Boruto Two Blue, Vortex, Naruto Shippuden, the regular Naruto anime. You understanding where I'm coming from, right? I'm here, I'm your Solar Sensei. And today, as we recognize the new year, it is the 7th of 2026. In January, it is 9:20 in the morning, and I am tired. No. I'm here to really just spew, man. You see, I'm standing up. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to really kind of give y'all some of my questions. I don't think y'all understand that taking in the context of the fucking Boruto anime is something you have to adhere to. You have to understand that pieces of continuity is being it's getting explained in a different format, right? But when you enter the story in the Boruto manga, you gotta get past chapter 10 to even get to episode. Anyways, right? What I'm trying to say is, taking in the manga is always going to be a good thing, because this is what the author or the people who are producing this want you to specifically know immediately. And then you get the anime, which we're so anticipated to get by the end of this year, or this year. I'm putting too much hope on that. Next year, maybe 2028, and that's even by the end of next year, or 2028. You know what I mean? It's like we're putting so much emphasis on it. I am 30. I don't have too much time to be excited about a lot of things when those guys make it, because I believe in them. They are great people who are making content over there, as far as just the manga and the anime and the damn. If I did, I read all of Samurai 8 now. I'm just like, I'm thrown off. But continuing, right? I have more questions. Is Kawaki finna get exposed? Is Boruto gonna fight Momoshiki in the inner battle? Like, oh my god. And then you got Himawari dying, Ada dying, or turning into a Shinju, whatever the case may be. I don't even want to put too much excitement on it, because I just want to reserve all that excitement for when it happens, right? And with chapter 30 coming out on the 18th again as well, I'm just like, if I'm not mistaken, it's coming out on the 18th. But again, too much anticipation. Everybody wants to get all the great stuff. It's coming, actually, right? It's the 7th, so probably by another week or so, we might get some drops, some leaks, and we're gonna be like, oh my god, is this happening? Oh my god. And then you're gonna be stuck, because you can make up anything you want, man, but if you're not being genuine with what you're looking at, right? If you're not going back and looking at, oh damn, in chapter 45, this and that, and damn, but when I read chapters 57, okay, so and then you gotta I don't want to dive deep into it, because I didn't want to rant, you know what I mean? I have questions, like I said. The true history of Kaguya and Ishiki. Obviously, they approximately arrived around the same time, but we only understand Kaguya because of her backstory that we literally get at the end of the war, right? And then we're fighting an alien, which is some of y'all's gripe and fucking problem. They're fighting an alien who gave you this ability. Well, you know, she's the mother of this that you're doing. Like, okay. Ninja Daddy didn't give you all the abilities, right? But you're winning. You're winning, right? There's a fucking prophecy that basically says you win. You know, you just gotta complete it. Not necessarily Naruto is too dunce of a character for us to be like, oh damn, he understood all that. Eventually, he understands. By the end of fighting Sasuke, he understands. Like, oh, okay, maybe I think he understood. I'm not gonna say he understands because we never really get that confirmation. But as far as like beating Sasuke, I think Naruto understood that he became the symbol of peace for real. Like, and if Jiraiya would have died in vain. But what we now know in Boruto is that Jiraiya was being worked on already. I have so many fucking problems with Amato that we don't even know why his last name is Sanzu. I mean, you could speculate, but if he could only recognize, well, where was I just at? You must have been lost in the Sanzu Plains, and you're drunk, and you're a smart drunk, and you're sad, and you can't do nothing about nothing, so you just go wandering. Now, another question. In the anime of Boruto, in the anime of Boruto, when they go to the land of stone and they have these creatures that are being managed, the Mitsuki, the Mitsuki retrieval arc, that's what I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what some of y'all like to call it, or whatever the case. But when Mitsuki leaves, and Boruto and Sarada are like, we're gonna go retrieve our teammate, right? These are just as literally Naruto. Like, I'm gonna go get my friend. Like, this is literally that, right? So, oh my god, the internal problems with Mitsuki being a fucking a synthetic being, right? Complete, and these other beings are not. Okay. What was the land of stone doing? And this is where I get back to Amato. Amato's last name is Sanzu. What if he came out of the Sanzu Plains and didn't know who he was? You go into the Sanzu Plains and you're supposed to be able to find out your resolve, right? It's not about a specific stone or this and that and the third. It's about recognizing something inside of you in this physical form, technically, right? Because it has nothing to do with a specific thing. It's about you, right? When does Amato gain this resolve, right? When he meets Jigen Shiki. I'm gonna just say that for a second. He runs into Jigen Shiki, and now you have to figure something out for you. Like, that's a deep problem for me. In what state of mind was Amato in? How was he really feeling? Why is his last name Sanzu? Like, where does Amato come from? I can't wait till they do the backstory is gonna be fucking incredible, right? Now, with me raising that question about Amato, where he comes from and what the hell he's doing with all this technology, what's going on with Akebi? Is Akebi a fucking Otsutsuki? Does she have Otsutsuki DNA? What is Amato doing with the God Tree? You know what I mean? Or the 10 tails, the divine tree. What was his experiments with the divine tree? It would obviously have to be the cells that he was putting inside of not only his replicated daughter and her multiple bodies in Delta, and then you got Kawaki, also possessing damn near the same ability, code, whose fingers do the same thing, but then they also possess the ability to create claw marks, and he got that from Shibai. So it's not quite far to say that the Ten Tails body possesses something of Shibai's. Or the concept of a Ten Tails comes from Shiba. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna try and dive too damn deep, bro. I just got a lot of fucking questions. Why is Boruto not using the Shadow Clone Jutsu? I said some dumb shit, right? I might say a lot of dumb fucking things, but why? If Boruto didn't use the Shadow Clone, we don't know. We don't know if Boruto used the Shadow Clone Jutsu to go give Sumire the scroll, right? He's probably been terrified to use the Shadow Clone Jutsu because of the depletion of chakra. But when Momoshiki says it's okay to use whatever you need to win this, and we get to this specific point, right? So we gonna go back, right? Boruto said a week from now. Kashin Koji was talking about a week from now. Boruto was still going off of the notion of what Koji was saying, which means Boruto must not be using the future sight ability. Now, try and get big brain for this, right? We're gonna try and get big brain because we're reaching. Boruto being afraid to use the Shadow Clone Jutsu, getting the confirmation now that Momoshiki said you can use what you want. By that moment, and Kashin Koji doesn't know anything that's going on, Boruto is able to use the Shadow Clone Jutsu and go give Sumire the scroll. The scroll, the confirmation of what he did with Momoshiki is already a problem, which means anything after what he does with that would be the issue, right? These are the things that are going to backfire until the last event that Kashin Koji actually saw something occurring. Kawaki, well, maybe. But in any case, Boruto using the Shadow Clone Jutsu to go give Sumire the scroll, having this new upgraded sword, and then these other unknown factors. Boruto's sword is also something we don't have full information on, which means that is something that probably was not supposed to occur. I don't think Boruto was supposed to get a new sword. I don't think so. I don't think so. If he was, it was supposed to turn out different. Something different was supposed to occur with the sword. Continuing. Sorry. Close this out with a couple of more questions. So what I say, Kaguya's actual backstory, Boruto using the Shadow Clone Jutsu, Amato's last name and actual motives. Momoshiki. And a problem. I believe he's gonna end up making Boruto fight Kawaki. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? But we also are forgetting something. He can't see past a certain point of his future. There's a certain point that Momoshiki cannot see past. He cannot see past his own future, even though he's in Boruto's body. He can't see past a certain point in his future. Why, nigga? That don't make no motherfucking sense. Unless what we know, they're becoming one. They're becoming one entity. They are joining together, correct? So if they're joining together, we could sit here and speculate so much. Oh, they're gonna become friends and this and that and the third and blah 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 blah. But I literally think it's gonna be the battle of an internal battle of like a lifetime. Like, this is gonna be so much more devastating. It's gonna be more devastating than when Naruto needed his mother to stop the Nine Tails. It's gonna be way worse than that. This is not Sage mode. Udama Rasengan. This is not Sage mode, Sage art. Udama Rasengan barrage. This is not gonna be that. This is not gonna be that. You remember the opening in one of the Boruto animes? I keep saying Naruto. In the Boruto animes, where there's an icicle shaped Kurama with tails coming out of necessarily the ground, and Boruto is sealed or crucified inside of this circle, which looks like the sin ring. Damn it. God damn it. Excuse my language. I apologize. Damn it. I might end this right here because I'm gonna have to go do a little more research. I just want to give you guys a little more questions on your mind, bro, because I don't want no money. Well, excuse me. I'm lying. But I'm not gonna do this for the money. This is not for the money. I have literal life things that go on, brothers and sisters. Whoever watches this, if you watch this, like, comment, subscribe, share. I appreciate that. But I understand when life can take its toll, especially when you want to create outside of what you're capable of doing. But in any other case, brothers and sisters and whoever's watching this, you are appreciated for watching this, because I understand your life is important. And, you go out there and still be the best you, regardless of if you see or hear this message. But had to throw these questions on you, had to throw these topics, these thoughts, these things that were just running through my head as I reread multiple chapters again and again in Boruto and Naruto, because you finally get to do Naruto these days, right? You don't get to have the physicals. I don't have much, but I'll get there. Anyways, this is Solo Sensei. Appreciate, love, like, comment, subscribe, share, hype. Critique, comment, please say something. Let's have a conversation. In any other case, love you guys. See you guys later on the battlefield. It's your Solar Sensei, and I'm out of here. Peace out.